Hello everybody, welcome back for another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. I'm Galrock the Pizza Guy. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is episode 17, I think? Sounds about right. Anyway, last episode we got started on Applied Energistics, and you can see I put a whole bunch of drives out. And got a bunch of 1K storage cells. Now you see they're orange like all the different types are used up, but if you look at them, only one of 63 types used in each one. Well, here's why. I made a cell workbench and partitioned these to each take an item. Remember all those barrels I had and stuff that I know we're just going to have tons and tons of? Well, I made discs for all that because, for one, it doesn't take up nearly as much space, looks a lot better, and for two, a 1K disc will hold about twice as much as an non-upgraded Java barrel. So, and you know, we can upgrade these as we go along. You know, if these things start getting full, we'll upgrade to a 4K or a 16K. We'll be doing good. And then I made clipboards from Bibliocraft. Show you that recipe real quick. It's a real simple one. Just pressure plate, some paper, ink sac, and feather. And you can post these up like this, kind of like signs, but they hold more text. And I put that check mark in the middle to say what the top of the next column is. So, you know, the left column has blaze powder, bone meal, gunpowder, glowstone dust, Certus quartz, and then the right column has lapis, coal, Certus dust, apatite, and flint. So that's just to help me keep track of what I've already put on a disc and you know, what I might need to in the future, because we can go in here, sort by number of items, and if we start getting, you know, thousands of something else, we might want to go ahead and put it directly on a disc by itself as well. So that's what I got done between episodes, and now we've got, I don't have a smart cable on here, but if we did, we would see that I've got 7 channels used up now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one for each drive, and then 6, 7, one for each terminal. So let's go ahead and use up that 8th one. I want the pattern terminal. So we're going to need another crafting terminal. Wow, I have none of that stuff. Alright, well, I have it right here. Let's go ahead and put these in here, where we're going to use them. So we got a formation core, annihilation core, and we still need an illuminated panel. There we go. Got that. Got that. And I think we needed the engineering processor to turn it into a pattern terminal. There we go. Achievement, get network apprentice. Well, what's that mean? We've used up all 8 channels. You can only make 8 channels without a controller. So now we need a controller to, if we're going to expand our system any further. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Let's put this farming stuff away for now. You can see I've been working on crops, still getting up into resource crops real well now, by the way, since I'm over here. So, pretty soon going to be setting up a farm with these. Oh, getting hungry. I'm eating on some meaty stew for now. I still had a bunch of hamburgers left over, but I went into the nether to get a bunch of nether ores that I could make into regular ores, like that, because you need those underneath. and well, I died a couple of times and lost the food that I had, so I had to come up with something else. Meaty stew seemed pretty easy to do right off the bat. It won't be long though. We're gonna get into pizza. I've got some farming. We're gonna have to get some farming set up, but that's a future project. Anyway, go ahead and get my wrench out of here, and we're just going to put the controller right there. So we've got, let's see, applied engineering. We still need to do molecular assembly. Well, let's see what it's going to take to make a molecular assembler. We might have all that stuff. Everything except the crafting table. Wow. Alright. So let's turn that quest in. And that's as far as we're going so far. And let's see, what is that? That's only 75% completed, so I'm sure somewhere along the way we're going to unlock more quests. No problem. Let's figure out where we're going to put all this auto crafting. Actually, I think down in the basement will be the place to do it. Yeah, but I didn't think to grab any cables, so now I have to go back upstairs. And I'm going to use the full block interface. There we go. And attach the molecular assembler to that. And it is online. Now all we need is a crafting processor. So let's go with a 4K. So we're going to need a 4K storage cell, or a storage component rather. So 3 of those, 1 of those, and now we need a crafting unit, just like so. And I clicked the wrong thing. There we go. We will put this down here where we're putting the rest of our auto crafting stuff. Device online. Alright. Now we can start auto crafting. So let's look at blank patterns. That's probably the first thing we need to make. Teach it how to make those. Now you remember that interface we put down there? We can run down there and put this pattern directly in there, or use the interface terminal. Alright, now let's tell it we want to make 10 more blank patterns, and it'll start crafting away. So I will probably work more on getting those set up. Actually, I can tell you a couple of things we want to teach it how to craft. We're going to want it to know how to craft interface. I put all my glass over here. Definitely need to make more glass. So it needs to know how to make annihilation core. and formation core. Probably should have gone ahead and made some of those while I was at it. Alright. And there we go. Can't shift those in. Alright, I want a couple of interfaces for the system. So we're going to do that. And that is probably actually exceeding channels. Yep. See how this one's darkened out? It doesn't have enough channels. And that's the one I actually need. So let's make some smart cable. Or dense cable, rather. Actually, we're going to want both. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to show. We can take that storage cell. Let's make a fuzzy card. And what we can do, throw that 1K in there. See, I've got this one set for wool, but it'll only accept white wool. We throw this fuzzy card in there, set that to match any. Now you can see that's using 26 bytes. Let's pull all the different kinds of wool I've got out of here. Throw that in there. Now it's using 5 types, 61 bytes. So all the different wools are being stored on there, even though it's partitioned strictly for white wool. So let's teach the system how to make smart cables and dense cables. Well, we need covered cables. Well, we need to teach it how to make glass cables. Well, we need to teach it how to make quartz fibers. There we go. Go ahead and throw some extras in there anyway. There we go. So that covers that one. And let's look at dense cable. Gonna need to make another one of those. Now you can see these placeholders. You know I've only got one covered cable in here, but it won't let me take the item out. And I think this is probably going to fill it. Yeah, this is going to fill us up. So I'm going to need another interface on that molecular assembler if I want to autocraft anything else. But now, let's get a few dense cables. and we can click right here, watch the crafting status. And let's go ahead and get some smart cables. Say about 10 for now. Alright, so let's get downstairs and rerun this wiring. That should give us enough channels there. And now everything's online. Okay, good. And you can see now we're using 9 of our 32 channels with the dense cable. So now we need a way to get over here. That way, instead of me manually emptying out this chest, now I've been going through every so often and running these pulverizers and these sieves to get more materials. But instead of me manually taking everything out of the chest, taking it over here, putting it in the ME, let's run some cable. Put an interface there. And for now, I'm just going to put a smart cable. I don't really want that connecting, because that's just power. So let's make a cable anchor. Let's see, I think we can make one out of aluminum. Yeah. Wait a minute, do I have some already? Nope. Weird. Just grab a few of those. Can use this in between to keep these from connecting. There we go. So I only need really the one smart cable for now. Let's get some more glass cables. Go ahead and craft a few more of those. There we go. Now, let's test this out real quick. Got a bunch of dust here. Throw that in there. I don't think it's going to pull the items out too quick for us to see. Okay, there we go. And it puts everything into the ME interface, which gets pulled into the system. So there we go. That'll help automate that. Now you might notice I've got a new pulverizer and redstone furnace over here. Well, I'm tired of bringing the metals over here to manually process them, so we can do this right here. I might need some more item ducts. I don't remember how many glowstone to the item ducts, but we'll figure it out. While that processes... Oops. Servos. I don't really need a resonance servo, I don't think. Just a regular servo should do. Because it's not going to be running that quick. And just tell that to ignore redstone. And things will automatically process over here. Nice. And now, aha, very nice. So that automates all that for me. So now all I need to do, automatically get the cobble in to these pulverizers, and this will be running full-time non-stop. So let me get the stuff together to do that, and I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, I'm back. I set up a new cobble gen setup over here. You can see the lava dripping down there, and we've already got our water source over here we had for making witch water and soul sand. So should be able to just stick our transfer node on there. World interaction upgrade. There we go. And I've already routed the pipes underneath here to get them close to the pulverizers. So let's go back upstairs. The transfer pipes are going to try to connect to the other machines. I can't really do much about it, but we'll still be able to control it with the input and output settings, so no problem. And there. So if we tell this to input from the back, should get a stack of cobblestone in here pretty quickly. There we go. Alright, same thing on this one. It's taking it some time to scan its way through all those pipes. Well, we'll come back to it. This one will input from the left, and this one will input from the left. So we should pretty soon have all these running. Yep, there's that one running now. And that sound muffler really doesn't seem to do much. Actually, nothing at all. So we're just gonna have to listen to the stupid thing. Alright, last one. Need this one running. There it goes. Alright. I might need to throw a couple of speed upgrades in the cobble gen, because it doesn't look like it's quite keeping up. It's spending too much time searching. I'll do that off camera. But we've got fully automated resource production system here for all 4 of these. Nice. Whew. Man, them things are loud. I might have to go into the configuration and disable those noises, because that's just a lot of racket. So let's put some of this stuff away. And I thought we could wrap up Tinker Toys, or most of it. I should have some signalum. I made a bunch of it up. There we go. So all I need is mana steel. Do I have any mana steel from a reward bag or anything? Guess not. That won't be hard to get when we get to it. We can do this. I went ahead and made up a bunch of alumite before starting this episode, so that'll get that part of the quest done. Oh, and also one thing you might notice over here, the ardite, cobalt, and aluminum will not run through the pulverizer. So I'm gonna need to set up some kind of smeltery setup or something over here. I'll figure something out. Let the cobalt run. And we've got alumite. Should have run the ardite first, huh? Okay, that's gonna take a minute. In the meantime, let's see what we need to do to make some steel. Because I think we can do that in the induction smelter. Does the coal have to be pulverized? Looks like it. Okay. So let's just pulverize a few of these real quick. Is this done? It is. So let's run some ardite. That ought to get us some steel very shortly. I also wanted to show, with all this sulfur, I do have one extra 1K drive over here. So let's set that for sulfur. I'm going to put that right there. So let's take this clipboard down and that is the correct spelling, isn't it? Yeah, okay. That way, even though this isn't running right now, we can still connect it to the system like that, so any more netherrack that gets put in produces sulfur. Matter of fact, let's make sure that it's all ending up in the right drive. There we go. Alright, we should be done with our ardite by now. Whoops. So there we go. Ardite. Cobalt. And all we need is some manulin. And the steel should be done over here. Let's see. Yeah. And we'll be getting into Britannia soon. I am working on the farming over here. Oh, I remember where that came from. I'm working on the farming over here. You can see I am doing mystical flower seeds. I've even already got a few. So, soon I'll be able to start on Britannia. Once I've got all the different colored petals I'm going to need, that's all I'm waiting for on that. So, do we have manulin? We have manulin. All we like is that mana steel ingot, and we will be completely done in Tinker Toys. Nice. So with that, I think it's a good spot to call it a day. I'm going to work in between episodes some way to process the aluminum, and in the future any cobalt and ardite. We'll work on that. So I may just build some small miniature smelteries over here, something to process those metals. We'll see. We'll see. And I think after the deaths I had in the nether, matter of fact, let's show you. I think I'm going to get the stuff together, get ready to make a bow, so that next time I go to the nether, yeah, you can see right there, 2 death points side by side. So I think I'll get the stuff together. Maybe we can get some armor, or even some flight. That'd be nice. I'll teach the auto-crafting system over here some more recipes. And I don't know. I'll figure out what we're going to do next episode. Before I start next episode, I promise. But in the meantime, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter. Search for Galrock Family. Subscribe, like my videos, and until next time, this is Galrock the Pizza Guy, reminding everybody to tip those pizza delivery drivers. We're out there working hard for you. See you next time.